I didn't know what was, so I was ready to fight it.
Welcome to our home insulation journey. As we entered in this year, we knew we had to take proactive steps to prepare our home for the upcoming winter. With concerns about supply chain delays and rising energy costs, we decided to take matters in our own hands. We knew that finding the right insulation won't be easy, especially with supply chain issues looming. To be ahead of the game, we drove 15 hours one way to get our hands on the insulation we needed. It wasn't just about convenience, it was about saving money too. The same insulation was out of stock in our local faraway city with a 3-month wait and twice the price. Our road trip saved us significant dollars and ensured we could start our project on time, which never happened because we were busy doing some other things, but yet we had our insulation on hand just in case. We wanted this for our peace of mind. We are living in a camper during the building of our house, and in case of a bad, cold weather, we could shelter ourselves in the house with this insulation that we got ahead of time. After a lot of research, we selected Rockwool for high air values, fire resistance, durability, eco-friendliness, and moisture resistance. For the walls, we choose R23, and for the roof, we choose R30. For the roof, we're probably going to have to talk on a different episode because we're going to make it close to R60. My husband started insulating the walls with the Rockwool. And if you remember, last winter we were trying to work in a house while heating the house with the wood stove. And because we had no insulation, we will have the ice forming on the walls. Well, the Rockwool is good against the moisture and then it won't going to get damaged in case there is any, and also is preventing mold and mildew growth. Can you show me?
It's okay, she's scared.
She's scared, yeah. Okay, let it go. It's a woodpecker?
I don't know what it is.
He got in the house.
Yeah,
I
and
think
make
he
a
got
mess.
I think he got through the open door or what?
No, through the...
Wood stove pipes?
Yeah.
Made a mess?
Oh yeah, it's a mess everywhere.
Poop everywhere?
Not only poop. Push everything down. Make a mess.
Yeah, sorry.
I didn't know what was, so I was ready to fight it.
You heard noises, right?
Yeah.
Thank goodness it wasn't something else like a bear.
Nah, a bear would be bigger.
She made a mess. Yeah, she got through the wood stove pipe because it was open. bird poop everywhere. In between projects, we are doing other projects. Right now, my husband is doing a dry pour in the basement on a section that he wanted to have it leveled. For this dry pour, my husband needed a lot of water, and he was thinking ahead by saving the rainwater in the septic tank that is not used. He used a surface pump to have the water available. The season is changing again, making everything colder in the morning. But afternoons are getting warmer and you can see the sun some days.
So we start doing the vapor barrier inside on the first floor. Uh, it's not a hard job, it's just taking time, and it's difficult little bit on the corners. So you're gonna have to leave with not enough material for when you bring the drywall to stick to the corner, and the rest you can see is a little bit short. Over there is gonna be extra 4 feet of vapor barrier. It's gonna be a little bit on the ceiling too, like 1.5 feet or 2. And I hope I can do this today.
How many staples?
I read that you have to do every other stud staples and every 2 feet on the stud. So that's what I'm gonna do. Another 10.
Moving on to the next phase, even though not everything is done with the vapor barrier, because we are expecting tough weather.
Good news, guys, we passed the electrical and now we're gonna do the insulation for the roof.
As I just said a few minutes ago, we're not gonna talk too much about this part because it's more elaborate and we need to say more about it. This area between the outriggers is the most complicated one because we need to skip the pieces that are for the outriggers. Insulating the roof It's one of the most critical areas. This requires a special attention and want to do it in the right way, but we're gonna talk about it later. Fresh bread and mushrooms that are fresh too. What would they have in common? I'm telling you, I'm gonna make lunch, and this is very bubblicious. Try to break into with it. It's hot. I can't touch it. Hot and crusty bread. You hear the crust? The best bread ever. Sorry, everything is tiny because we live in a camper, but look at my bread. I can't stop myself. Poppy seed. Crunchy. Beautiful bread. Nice and simple. Just look at the bubbles on the crust. I cannot make it for you to see it better. But they're all bubbles right here. The crust is so nice and crunchy. You hear it? Simple food. Always good. I'm thinking to do a bechamel sauce or just saute them, have it next to a steak. I'll see. I haven't decided. I had to wash the mushrooms because they were full of sand and chop them up to saute them with butter. Then I made a bechamel sauce and put garlic in the end. Simple, simple, simple. The first layer of roof insulation is nearly completed, but we had to stop to do another project. We're gonna talk about it, but not now. We are lucky to have good neighbors around us. This bounty is from our neighbor's garden. A few minutes. It's getting softer, but still they need to go probably for an hour. It smells good. Let's see how they're looking. It's like 20 minutes after. Ooh. Let's see how soft they are. They're getting softer. I want them to be much softer. And then I'm gonna try to give them some little bit of cuts and put sugar in them. They're good. Yeah. It's hot. Good job, Laura. You can tell they are done, but I want to keep them a little bit longer, especially these two. But yeah, they're good. And now I'm gonna sprinkle some sugar. And when they're ready, I'm gonna put some cinnamon too. I'm very generous with the sugar because I want it to caramelize. If it doesn't look good on top, I'm gonna have to stick them in the air fryer for like 5 minutes and they will be perfect. Okay, I'll let you stay longer. It got dark outside. The sugar has melted. Looks good. That's where we are so far in our home insulation journey. We're proud of what we accomplished and we're excited to share more of our progress. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe for the next episodes.